You, you're finally awake.
Hey guys, we're back with another new game today. We're playing Atomfall. Just dropped on Game Pass, and it looks pretty awesome. I played just a little bit of it yesterday, but we're gonna get into a new game of it tonight, and I'm pretty excited. It's been a good game so far. So let's get into a new one. Overwrite previous autosaves. Yes, let's do it. Give that a whirl.
Hidden from the likes of us, of course. But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. An ear for information has Molly. She's usually camped just north of here. Now, I'm not sure I should be saying out more to a stranger.
There we are. Why do I feel like you might know more about these government secrets?
I've wanted these deals for years now, surviving on naught I can find. Aye. In that time, I might have learnt a secret or two for myself, but what of it?
Seem like a good person, Nat. If you help me out, I'll be sure to pay it back in kind.
All right. I'll tell you. You seem like a trustworthy sort anyhow. I've put me head into one or two of them secret bunkers, I'll admit. I couldn't tell you what the things were for, mind, but there's plenty of goodies inside them. There's one bunker I've yet to explore. Maybe I'll find the answers there. Just don't pick the place clean, eh? I could point it out on your map, if you like. Now I really should stop talking. Now personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you? So long. Watch yourself around here, aye?
Thanks, Nat. There we go. We're gonna check out that bunker. Ooh, some ammo. Okay. Seems handy. And a hatchet. Let's go. On back here. Hello. Pistol ammo, that'll come in handy. That all that was in here, though? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Moving on. Ooh, what's up there? Literally where I just came from. Ha! So it looks like if I just follow this path this way, it'll take me right to it. But I am curious what's around. This door is barred from the other side. Oh, there's a cave. That looks like climbable. Oh. Here we go. Made it to the other side of the store. Loot crate. Some pistol ammo. Paul, if you find this, I'm sorry to say that you were right, Helen. She was infected after all. It came on very quickly. She started talking like those poor fools in the woods do, suddenly obsessed with a voice in the soil, and come morning she was gone. I presume she's gone to join them. It's no longer safe here, so I'm moving. to the bunker up the hill. Helen didn't know about that one. Okay, so it seems like whatever is happening here is taking over people's minds. And that one just mentioned voice and soil. Nice. We got a Molotov. That'll come in handy. Okay. Let's keep on moving. Now the question is, do I want to take a left and go this way or head through this cave? Looks like there's a couple buildings up this way, and I can still hit that up, so let's go to the outside. Combing the convoy site. Did the boss put you and Bobby on that convoy job by the road? You might have left at least one of the buggers alive. Mayhap they knew how to get inside that interchange door. Think about it. Where else would they be going? Not to rescue us, sorry lot. No one outside cares for out but their precious Science City. I'll be combing the convoy site for clues again, because maybe Bobby missed something. I know you're pals, but it gives me the creeps how much she enjoys using that cricket bat. Dang old radio. Unexplored cave. This seems like it might be a bad idea.
We've done some science over there, and now all's gone to hell in a barrel.
If I turn on the radio, will that make them come?
Careful, you won't get lucky twice. Keep your head in future.
Oh, this one's as good as dead.
Oh god. We'll come back to the cave. We get a bit more equipment. I can't run in there with 2 bullets like that if there's a whole mess of them. Okay, there's a tripwire there.
Let's take this nice and slow now. Let's have no trouble. Probably nothing, but not safe yet. Best stay alert.
Oops. Right next to a stinking grenade.
Don't go
goodness.
asking for trouble, or you'll get it.
Last raid we did were grand sport. Need more like that.
Let's just calm down, right? No need for bloodshed, is there? Keep your eyes open. I heard something. Steady now. Let's have no strife.
Well, this is bad.
Don't be daft. Nobody wants trouble. I think they've gone.
Boy, that's a long way down.
If I never see another of them mad nutters in masks again, it'll be too soon.
Oh, okay. Might be able to do this.
Steady now. Let's take this nice and slow.
Just kidding.
Don't do anything stupid.
Something there.
Down the hill.
They got away.
Good. We're good.
You're not welcome here.
Go, 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 go.
Bastard. God.
I made it to the bunker. Let's take a look-see inside. Only got a hatchet and a shotgun with 2 bullets. 4 bullets. Just kidding. Pneumatic dispatch tube. Unused items can be stored in the pneumatic dispatch tube. What is that? Wait and observe. God knows we made it out of medical, but somehow we managed to escape through the caves with all hell breaking loose. No one can understand how the containment protocols could have failed so completely. Consequences, if there was an atmospheric release, are unthinkable. For now, we have more immediately pressing concerns. Dr. Fisher is manifesting the early symptoms of primary exposure and infection, just as we've seen before in all the test animals. We all know there's nothing we can do but wait and observe, and perhaps provide some measure of mercy at the end. The worst of it is that Fisher knows that too. Okay, let's do something crazy here. Oh my god. Contracted some kind of strange infection. As it took hold, I began to hear voices in my head. Oh my god. Oh god, there's more. Get me out of this place. Holy crap. Okay, so turns out those zombie things, I think, are what, whatever radiation or whatever infection is happening with this place is turning them into those monsters. Got myself a flashlight too. Door is barred from the other side. Okay. Superstitious nonsense. June 7th, sick of telling the younger lads to shut up with all this fretting about slate pits. There's been ghost stories about them mines as long as I've lived here, but it's just superstitious nonsense. Survival up here is scary enough without worrying about what the boffins sealed down there. August 19th, I know we have to do what it takes to survive, but some of the raids recently have gone rough. Getting too much innocent blood on my hands these days. October 3rd, seems them as we're frightened by the mines might be right. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, scuttling into one of the old bunkers. Unnatural it was. Skin gray as the rocks those miners must have dug from it. Okay. Ooh, rifle ammo. Guide to Cumbrian Slate. Ooh, a revolver. Some tea. Now, is the revolver different than pistol? That's what I need to know. Nine shots, okay. Okay. Shotgun ammo, let's go.
Don't go asking for trouble, or you'll get it. Definitely something out there.
Oh, is there? Let's hide in the grass. Oh, convoy wreckage, okay. And then a trader camp. So I guess let's try and get to the camp while we're here. Holy crap.
I don't know you.
Run. See if I can loot them bodies now.
Scum! You'll die here. It's over for you.
Everybody's got knives. There we go, we got some rifle. Some rifle ammo. That was a good run right there. Cleared a whole mess of them off. Just with the Molotov. Get them all clustered together. Bomb fire them. Glad that worked. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. Why is there a blue marker on the rail yard here? I missed something? Not that I could see. Ooh, some rifle ammo. I got all that checked out. Yeah. The trader camp is over there. I feel like this might be something too. Sewer entrance with a dead body outside of it. Ooh. And a first aid kit. We're gonna need that. Sewer tunnels. Okay. Well, before we run into the sewer, let's come up this way.
Hello.
Howdy.
I don't know you, do I? No, I'm sure I don't. Not seen you round here before. Your lot shouldn't be wandering this far out, village. Ain't safe. That is where you came from. The village.
Yeah, but I'm a bit lost.
Aye. I can mark it on your map for you. You won't watch yourself out here in the Dales. Outlaws all over the shore. Oh,
Okay.
look. Before you rush off, maybe we can do some business. My name's Molly. If you've got out to trade, I got some bits and bobs for sale.
Ooh, bits and bobs. You know anything about the government research
They
site?
kept what they were doing hidden from us locals, right up until the day the atom plant went bang across the mere. Well, you won't find any boffins left here now, but turns out they've been digging out secret bunkers all over the place. Riddle these hills like woodworm in an old sideboard. I might just know the location of one or two of them. Not that that kind of thing comes for free, you understand.
I spoke to Nat. He told me you could help me find the interchange.
You've met old Nat? He's a good soul, is Nat. Could talk the hind legs off a donkey. Well, any friend of his is a friend of mine. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to give you a little something for free. I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. Now, only the boffins would have built something like that. They said it was signed, the interchange. It's inside a bunker that overlooks the quarry, if you've been over that way. Here, I'll mark it for you.
Thank you much. Okay. Stealth manual. Shiv recipe. Concrete shelter bunker. Oh. Really? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh.
Want to trade again? You know where to find me.
Okay.
If out new comes into me hands, it goes straight in stock. Just saying. It's worth coming back to see.
Good to know. What would it cost to get some more information?
How's this sound? We do a bit of trading. And here's the thing. I bet you wouldn't mind hearing a bit of make a trade, and maybe...
Bruh. Ammo for shotguns. Ammo for shotguns. And I'll give you the T2.
Want to trade again? You know where to find me. Oh, I feel some uncontrollable gossiping coming on. Pin back your luggles. You seen the wrecked convoy nearby? Oh, that were a sight when it happened. Big bang, down came the bridge. All the lorries and that came tumbling down like Jack and Jill.
Who's responsible?
Outlaws reckon it were them from the woods. The druids, we call them. I didn't reckon they'd know their way around dynamite. Bridge was proper blown up. The druids were all over the place like flies after, though. So maybe it's true. Just not heard of them taking on something so big before, that's all.
Did anyone survive?
Aye, I saw someone come away. They were a ways off, but I suppose it must have been one of the soldiers. They went towards the rail yard. Didn't see anyone else get away, though. Poor sods.
Where are these druids?
Oh, the crazy folk in masks. They live in Casterfell Woods. If you've not met one yet, count yourself lucky. You need
keep
anything,
going.
Molly will be here.
Village. Entrance to the interchange. Alright, well, let's go hit the wrecked convoy. See if we can find any more clues there, and then head back to the rail yard. Sewer tunnels. Yours for a fair price. I'm Molly Joant. I'm starting a new business venture. I thought to myself, Molly, if you can reinvent yourself as a broker, then you can reinvent yourself as a property saleswoman. A fair price for a fair price. I've come by the key for this lovely concrete shelter. If you want in, I'm selling. Come find me down the hill. Okay. Control room. It is a bit dark. Trespassing. barred from the other side. Come on now. Doesn't seem like there's any other way in either.
You're done for.
Great. How are you? Come and get me. Make sure none of them pop up behind me.
This is our. Cheeky. Just like training.
Run. Yes.
We've been killed.
Come on.
Whoa, here we go.
Come on. Come on.
Must be over this way. It ain't so really away. Bollocks. Are they still there? Let's see what's going on. There is someone there.
Okay. There's gotta be another way in. Oh, a swarm is attacking me. Swarm of mice. Rats. What a weird thing. Golly. Oh. Made it to the village. Under authority of protocol. Wyndham Village is under the authority of protocol. The soldiers of the protocol are here to protect you. If you see anything suspicious or strange, report it to Village Hall as soon as possible. Danger, infestation. Okay. Village is under control of soldiers calling themselves protocol. Being a stranger here means soldiers will let me wander freely. So I don't want any trouble. Ooh, sticky bomb. Thank you.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangerous. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you,
State of this
their
place.
presence as soon as
Leave
possible
tomorrow if we
to the
could.
controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Trespassers will be shot. Howdy.
Keep your nose clean.
Everything about this house is barred from the other side.
Citizens of Winter, acts of insubordination or disrespect against the soldiers protecting you here are in essence treasonous and will be treated as such. Please, don't make us hurt you.
We got some gun oil, bandage, some ammo.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard.
Citizens
Orders be
of
blown.
Wyndham, there has been an increase in outlaw activity on
Here we go.
Slatterdale. Avoid Slatterdale until the area
Mark
is
for
once
your
again
death.
declared safe.
I'm sorry.
Good move. Keep walking.
I'm sorry.
Stand down.
Didn't mean to.
Look, for the first time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Get a lot sorted out by keeping the elves down.
You know what
Leave
the captain
tomorrow
said?
if we could.
We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
The bloody cheek of you. Ah, at least the outlaws have the common decency to have those blind and not tell us it's for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old nut.
One more civvy gives me
Orders is
cheek and I'll
orders.
top the bastard.
orders.
Orders be blown.
You've never took us into this. And died there. You'd never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye. Hope that.
Use the proof.
Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
Those thieving
better.
bastards without the perimeter
Gather your tongue
need
and get
teaching a lesson.
Oh, I see. That's how we do it. Glue and combat stem. Seized.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
Go to bounds, he says.
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could. Not sure I like the look of you.
Oh, what is that?
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Speckleball fields. Please stay away from there until it has been sterilized.
Good gravy. This is a big village.
Finish me book there, I think. Start it again tomorrow.
The citizens of
There's my pal Johnny. What you done with him? That bloody peacock says... Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained.
He never.
Well done.
Why, here of all places. If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why... Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please.
What happened? Were they murdered?
So it seems. To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
Very well. Well, don't you want to know who did this?
All I can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle.
What do you know about the murder victim?
Maisie, a local girl. She must have got mixed up in something. The weapon that was used to, a peculiar choice. It puts me in mind of those debauched druids out in the woods.
Druids in the woods. Can you tell me more?
Well, we call them druids. I'm not sure what they call themselves. The disaster seems to have fostered the return of some distinctly atavistic, indeed thoroughgoing pagan sentiments around here. The following sprang up in Casterfell Woods shortly after, in the ruins of an old castle, and has since bloomed into a vicious cult. Certain death. That's what you'll be met with if you choose to enter the woods. I advise you to stay well away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
Aye. Got a bloodied note. Spotted some foul play. I'm going to camp out at the ruined cottage by Merview Hotel to get a better look. Okay.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. Okay, so that's where I need to be going, is that way.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember,
Let us have a crack at the outlaws around
Iodine and poison bomb. Not enough space. What do you mean not enough space? Yeah, we'll use bandage. We could use that. Take the poison bomb. Not enough space in the backpack. Nice. Damn right. Oh my goodness. Alright, brewery cellar. There's gonna be a bunch of rats in here too, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Nice Molotov cocktail recipe. We got ourselves some whiskey, and then also some places to explore in here. We'll eat that old tomato. Kill the one they call Maisie. Morris Wick, we share in your concern. If the vicar's spy, the one you call Maisie, has discovered your purpose, then you must deal with her. That captain means only to bring pain to the soil and its children. You must stay hidden until that day comes when we all may sing with the same voice. Silence Maisie, return her to the soil. Nice, bunch of whiskey. Captain Sims doesn't suspect a thing. Brothers and sisters are making headway in Wyndham. The protocol imposes harsher restrictions by the day, and it wears villagers down. But the worse they get, the more they are willing to listen. I tell them of the purpose, the voice in the soil. We are wary. Some are wary, seeing how the captain brands us as corrupt and pagan, but others are receptive. When I can, I'll bring them to the woods to meet you. I hold the purpose safe and secret. The heathen that is their captain doesn't suspect a thing. To him, I'm just a humble shopkeeper. Thank you for your guidance. I look forward to the day I can join you and hear the voice for myself. Morris. Be ready to run. It's one thing to have made Molotov cocktails, but we have no idea if they work on robots. The Ruskies would chuck them in the engine vents on the Jerry Panzers, but there's not like that on a robot. I think we need something more. Once we do it, there'll be proper Barney if the Prody bastards find out. So try to find a machine that's on its own. Be ready to run if it doesn't work, though.
Within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal. Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are
I'm just passing. Makeshift grenade. I'll take it. shopkeeper is, though. That's the only other thing. Oh, hello.
The village of Wyndham is picturesque. The village of Wyndham is quaint. The village of Wyndham is dangerous. Be cautious.
Right on. Into the church. Let's see what he knows about this lady.
Ah, it's you.
It's me. Found a letter that ties Morris Wick to the murder.
The shopkeeper. Good heavens above. I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris. An ally to those heathens in the woods is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you. Well, I'll leave it to your judgment.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for... Oh, good grief. I don't know. I have an artifact I could part with, I suppose. It's something of a rarity. Help me with this murder business, and it's yours. Now that Maisie is dead, there is no one else I can trust to be able to carry out such a task. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask.
What sort of services do you provide?
I am here if you wish to talk, to unburden your soul. And if you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem troubled. Might I ask why? I don't suppose, well, have you perhaps been hearing voices?
What do you mean?
It is a sign of vile corruption. It cannot be tolerated. It must be confronted. I saw it in the baker's husband. The baker, Iris, told me he was hearing voices and had fallen terribly ill. I haven't seen her husband for a number of weeks now. So I trust she came to her senses and took the necessary action. But it pains me to imagine what evil is creeping inside our little village.
Sorry the village has to
You
live
are
like this.
kind to say so. It isn't the life the Lord wanted for us, I'm sure. We have seen some very bad times here. I don't really know why such misfortune has befallen us. Only that it started with that wretched science city they built across the mere. They did something. Heaven knows what. And now it is laced with evil. You can smell it in the air.
And you protect against that evil, do you?
I do what I can. What I must. The people here need a guiding hand, not an oppressive one. The military presence, this protocol nonsense of theirs, has done that to us, and with no sign of respite. Pressure like that breeds corruption. I must obey the Lord's will and fight against such things. You, on the other hand, seem of a curious nature.
Aye.
I can offer you something, but you must be cautious about prying too deeply.
Please, anything you can tell me is greatly appreciated.
Well, I was on cordial terms with one or two of the scientists stationed up here. The important ones lodged at a manor house out in Casterfell Woods. I doubt any are still alive. But they may have left notes or papers that could prove useful to you. But you didn't hear that from me. All right.
Aye.
Farewell, and God bless you.
Alright. Let's go check out the shop.
Customer, how'd you do? Welcome
Morris?
to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with?
No idea why they let me in.
Aye, well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer if you fancy.
Aye. What happened over at the power
Big
plant?
explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow.
I'm so sorry.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it? We have to carry on. There are mouths to feed.
Like to trade. Oh, these. All right.
now, very nice.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Done and done. Get new stock in now.
I found this letter of yours. Can you care to explain?
How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you.
These beliefs must be important if you're trying to hide them.
Beliefs? They're the truth. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it.
Can you tell me more about these druids?
If you've seen them out in Casterfell Woods, I know they might come across as proper nasty. But look, they say the earth speaks to them, and they listen. Now, folk have been saying there's a voice in the earth around here since the year dot. These druids, or whatever you want to call them, they say that's true. So, mayhap we should be listening to it too, eh?
And what are your intentions then?
I want what's best for the village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their...
Is that the reason you've killed Maisie?
Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look. Just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot were old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer, not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is Vicar. Summat had to be done.
The vicar was spying on
Him?
you?
My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet. Or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is. Pure and simple.
Protocol would have killed you if they learned of your beliefs?
Oh, aye. Or chuck you in that jail of theirs, which is just as much a death sentence, except slower. All I'm saying is that we messed up. With factories and machines and that. We should have stayed close to the soil. Simple as that. How is that treason? I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie... she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere Vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
make it worth my while, nobody
I
has to know
scratch
about
your
this.
back, you scratch mine, eh? Fair enough. Here, I'm happy, you're happy. And look, if you want to know more about, you know, the purpose, well, there's someone I'd love you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed.
Why, thank you. Well. Alright, I'm gonna save it here and then call it a day. But that was a lot of fun. Very interesting game. Has some scary points to it too. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's definitely not a shooter game. It's more of a sneak and adventure game with shooting elements. But it's been really good and a lot of fun. So I look forward to getting into it more. But I'm going to tune out here. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.